All right, folks. For sake of time, we're going to go ahead and get this party started. I will pause our music vibes here. Um, well, good morning or good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're calling in from. Great to see everyone here. My name is Jared Barnes. I have the amazing opportunity to work with our incredible team at the Near Foundation, and have spent the past 3 months working with the Delphi Labs team on building and growing our Accelerator program, which we are incredibly excited to share with you all today. Before we dive in, we have some amazing demos and awesome founders that we are really excited to showcase. Wanted to actually take a step back and provide some context on where this program came from and why we're doing this program. But before I do that, I will say this is actually a real Zoom, not a live stream. So if you're unmuted, if you could mute, that would be greatly appreciated. And if folks could help me here, just mute folks so we're all set for a good experience. But really appreciate everyone joining. To give you all some context, right, on where this program came from, 6 months ago, us at the Near Foundation, we asked ourselves, how do we go build the most compelling ecosystem at the intersection of AI and Web3? I think earlier this year, there was probably still some questions. Is decentralized AI even going to be a thing? I think the cat out is out of the bag. For sure. And we said, okay, if we're going to go build this ecosystem, how do we go work with the best partners in order to do that? We entered an amazing partnership with Kevin and the Delphi Labs team, who I'll turn to here in a moment, but have been really excited to not only go find some of the best teams in the space, but really work with them to grow and scale their products and projects, which we're going to unveil here in a moment. So that's kind of it for me, background framing. But Kevin, I'll turn it to you for some opening remarks, and we'll get right into demos.
Yeah, thanks, Jared. I'll keep it quick so we can get to the alpha. Just to give everyone a little bit of background on Delphi Labs, we're a team of builders. We incubate and accelerate crypto projects. We're part of the Delphi family, along with Delphi Digital for research and consulting, and of course, Delphi Ventures. And across Delphi, we've gone really deep into this intersection of crypto and AI. I believe we've made about 18 investments now out of ventures. We've covered the space pretty deeply through reports and through podcasts. But just getting to work with the Near team and these 8 projects that you'll hear about today has been an absolute pleasure. Couldn't be more excited about the talent on these teams and the products they're developing. And we really hope you feel the same.
Fantastic. Kevin, thank you. And the rest of the Delphi Labs team, thank you. Folks, we're going to dive right in to these demos. As Kevin mentioned, we have 8 teams. And having been in the seats of an investor listening to back-to-back pitches, we understand that actually can be a lot. So we're going to take a short break in between after the first 4 pitches. And then just so you have some context on our logistics and experience run of show here. Again, this is a private Zoom specifically for everyone on this line. After all the demos have been played, it'll be about 40 minutes total. We're going to have some breakout rooms where you will be able to connect with founders individually. And then for investors who would like to follow up, we'll be sharing some links in order for you all to follow up and have access to all of the information from founders who will demo and present today as well.
Hi, I'm Roger Ying, the co-founder of dFusion AI, where we're creating the data hive for the agentic web. AI advancement is facing the data wall problem. Currently, GPTs and LLMs are only mainly trained on the public web, which is 4% of the internet that's already fully scraped. For AI to advance, it needs to reach the next 96% of private data inaccessible to search engines. Major tech companies know this, and that's why they're spending hundreds of millions of dollars to license data. Enterprises that we trusted are now profiting off your personal and professional data for our AI training purposes, which ironically will be destroying jobs and centralizing power to these major tech companies. As we forecast AI agents to reach over 100 billion population, normal model builders struggle to find quality data to feed their agents. We believe data should come to you. dFusion AI allows you to track data and information you want on demand. How does this work? Operators create subnets and set rubrics for data and information they want. For example, important companies in the semiconductor industry. The protocol propagates your needs throughout the network, which incentivizes both public and private contributors to submit data. Our dFusion AI fine-tune models filter, validate, label, and RAG optimize the data in a vector DB storage for your subnet. In short, we help you turn raw diesel data into high-quality grade jet fuel for your AI purposes. Now, let's see what it takes to make a subnet. You can specify relevant topics, control factual or opinion-based the data you want is, and even write a rubric in your own words that the AI will use as the filter for the submitted data and information. Now, let's try submit a file, say a report from NVIDIA. The AI will score the submission based on your rubric, label the data according to the relevant subtopics. And don't forget that this information is usable too. So here we can create an article based, which will have the citations to the private data in the subnet, so you can control the quality. Furthermore, we will be adding subnet stats, unique incentive settings, and knowledge graph visualizations for each subnet. We did an MVP POC for Web3 topics, where we received over 100 gigabytes of text uploads. Our AI only allowed 35% to be filtered through, and now we have over 38 gigabytes of pure text data, which is already larger than Wikipedia. We are processing over 50,000 data submissions per month, only limited by our GPU capacity, and we signed over 40 crypto security related firms who want access to this data for their research purposes. In our go-to-market, we plan to launch together with Vanna, where we're launching a DLP and have already secured a BitTensor sponsor for our subnet, allowing us to generate revenue in Tau and Vanna tokens. Our mainnet and subnets will be able to host or create data feeds for other Web3 AI and data marketplaces, like Koi, Public AI, Assister, OpenLedger, and more. Being in the near ecosystem, we plan to make use of chain abstraction, with a goal to reach a much larger Web2 enterprise market for our data services, where we're already working with Stanford AI Research and have other enterprise interested parties, leveraging what we believe is a massive arbitrage opportunity between Web3 and Web2 data services for AI. We are planning a node license sale in January and February, working closely with Aether and in talks with Impossible Finance, testnet in February, TG in April, and plan mainnet in May. We're AI, FinTech, and Web3 veterans, leading a team of 5 developers. I've grown a FinTech to $300 million of AUM in China before, which exited in 2018. Patrick, my CTO, has designed AI algos to detect blockchain fraud and brought products from 0 to 1. The rest of the team has experience at Ripple and Binance, and we're joined by a great team of advisors, including the co-founder of Aether, 2 Stanford PhDs, McKinsey's ex-Asia AI lead, as well as crypto hedge fund experience. We're raising a strategic round now, with $500,000 in soft commits and $1 million left to raise, to be spent mainly on product and marketing. If interested, welcome to reach out via email or Telegram at Raj918.
All right. So our first team, dFusion, we are really, really excited about what they're building, particularly in the data space, as you all just heard from that pitch. If you're interested in meeting with Roger and the team, we'll have a breakout room with them at the end. So thank you, Roger and folks, for that pitch. Really, really excited. Quick reminder before we go to our next pitch, if you could just mute yourself so we don't hear any background noise while the pitches are going on. Thanks, folks. We're going to go to our next team.
Hi, my name is Bob, co-founder and CEO of Questflow. What we're building is the orchestration layer for the multi-agent economy by allowing builders to build, monetize, and tokenize AI agent swarms. So these swarms will be able to take actions and earn rewards autonomously on-chain. Let me show you how the product works in this demo. So since we are talking about multi-agent, then what kind of AI agents that we have? you can simply click on the agent tab, and there are a bunch of agents already available in the marketplace. Some of the agents are more data focused, like Hacker News, GitHub, OKLink, YouTube. These are the agents can get data from specific sources with a specific knowledge. Another type of agents are action-taking ones, like Google Calendar, Telegram, Gmail, Notion. They can actually take actions on users' behalf. And if you click through all these agents, you'll realize not only they have tools, basically skills, what things they can do, templates, basically how they can work with other agents, but also they all have a wallet address as well. Basically, these are how these AI agents can get paid on chain. So let me show you how to use the multi-agent swarm in this case. So there are two ways to use this. One is you can simply describe what you want to do by creating a new AI agent swarm on the spot. The second way you can do is you can simply explore the existing AI agent swarm and then just get started. So for example, you can just get started with this, which is the Twitter engagement swarm. And what's happening is within this, there are some pre-defined AI agents available. So in this case, we already have a schedule agent for scheduling, image generation agent for image creation, Twitter agent for Twitter posting, OKLink agent for getting on-chain data, and aggregated Web3 information for CoinDesk News, basically. So how you can use this, you can simply describe in natural language what you want to do, and then we'll figure out, okay, in order to do so, how can we use all the AI agents within this agent group in order to take the actions for users. So it takes a little bit of time to get started. And what's happening is you can simply describe the user intent, and as an orchestration protocol, we'll figure out, okay, what are the required AI agents in this case? You know, to do so, how to prioritize them, how to create a workflow for them, how to create a chain of thoughts or graph of thoughts in order to take actions for you, and what are the missing pieces in order to accomplish this task. So in this case, because you're creating a Twitter post about Near protocol with a cat image, the necessary step is we will require you to authorize your Twitter account. So what's happening is you can simply authorize right here and then confirm. Now what's going to happen is, since our orchestration protocol will be able to understand, okay, you have all the missing pieces, we have the authorizations to take actions, what else are missing? If there's nothing missing, then we can simply just get started one by one by organizing these AI agents to take actions for you autonomously. So what's going to happen here is you will see different AI agents will just start talking one by one, and they'll be able to figure out a workflow and get the task done for you. So it takes a little bit of time to get started. And as you can see, the aggregated Web3 agent is getting the Web3 data. The image generation agent is getting the image created. The Twitter agent is drafting the tweets with the image, with the Twitter content. And as you can see, a Twitter post has successfully been created and will be posted soon with content, with image, and also with hashtags as well. And what's happening behind the scene is you'll see that you'll be able to tell there is already a task getting created, and all these task execution data will be work record for these AI agents on chain. And the next step will be you can simply click through agentic dashboard, and within this dashboard, you will see a bunch of AI agents and how they are working and how much they're getting paid on chain. So how you're looking at this is there will be a merchant, basically, whether it's Questflow or third parties using the service, the user, the orchestration protocol, and basically the agents getting paid. If you click through this, you'll realize these agents are getting paid on chain right now. And you can also click through the hash just to see they are getting paid on chain as well. Yeah. And there are more features that you can use within Questflow. You can create new things by uploading knowledges. You can also explore other AI agent swarms that's available. Feel free to give it a try and let us know what you need. Thank you.
Amazing. We are really, really excited about what Questflow is building, particularly a very user-friendly interface for multi-agent orchestration. So highly recommend and encourage you all reaching out to Bob and the Questflow team as well. We'll keep it moving. We'll go to our next demo. We'll do a couple more and then take a quick break.
Hey all, really excited to talk to you about our company, Magic. Magic on-ramps private data for consumers to enable the next generation of models, agents, and applications. Our vision is to power an open and fair AI ecosystem where both data contributors and developers get fairly compensated. Before we dive into the product, let me tell you a little bit about the founders' backgrounds. So I'm David, I'm our CTO. I have a BS and MS from Stanford studying CS and AI. I worked on LM fine-tuning at the Stanford NLP group, and I also worked at many AI industry teams like Replit on their Copilot and Salesforce on the Einstein LLM product. Chan is my co-founder, he's the CEO. He studied CS and economics at Stanford. He worked at Federated Learning under Professor Andrew Ng at the Stanford AI Lab, where he was first introduced to private model training. And he also worked at Scale AI on training data pipelines. So Chan and I met at our dorm at Stanford, and we initially went through YC, actually launching an alternative payments product where users could pay via bank by connecting via Plaid. We aggregated 80 million data points with that product and facilitated 50 million total TPV. And we shifted to this current space because of two primary reasons. One, hedge funds began approaching us to access the transaction data we had through different bank accounts, and that became actually one of our largest revenue streams and made us realize how valuable private data is. At the same time, a lot of our friends working at YC startups and AI all said the same thing. They need access to private data to improve their models to be competitive because everyone is essentially using the same public data. And so it's pretty clear to us that the lack of private data for AI is one of the biggest problems right now. And given our expertise, that's what we should be working on. So for some context, the era of public data is coming to an end, and we are entering the era of private data. Why? Because we've exhausted essentially all public data, hence the data wall. To put into numbers, Meta's latest Llama 3.1 model is built on top of 14 trillion tokens, which is essentially the extent of all public data. And the next generation of models won't be 10x smart without access to private data. Private data is the critical resource, and demand has always outpaced supply for private data. The problem is you can't access private data very easily. It's locked behind authentication flows, personal devices, and enterprise databases. To access private data, you need to contribute private data. The current infrastructure is not well designed to handle private data because once data is made public, it can be endlessly copied and shared, which renders it useless from a monetary standpoint. So there's where our platform comes into play. Our solution to this is a decentralized private data platform for AI. So what does it look like? The user flow is this. First, we aggregate user data. Users contribute their private data in our consumer app and choose their data privacy level from transparent to highly secure. We're very comfortable with this because we've done it before. We previously aggregated 80 million data points. And we know that getting users to contribute their data is about rewards and convenience. Private data is then encrypted and stored off-chain while permissions are managed on-chain. And then we score and validate the data with novel scoring functions within TEs and MPCs. And then finally, the heart of our platform, private model training. Private model training allows developers to train models on private data sets without exposing the underlying raw data. And this solves the main issue with private data. Once it's public, it can be endlessly copied and shared. Because private model training never exposes the raw data, data integrity can be preserved, which ensures fair contribution, compensation, and access. Our vision essentially is a private data-enabled developer ecosystem where developers train on the world's largest network of user-owned private data. So developers will essentially use the private data sets we aggregate to build smaller expert models. Why specialized applications instead of large language models? Well, because private data sets are the best fit for models that are fine-tuned for specific tasks and domains. In our view, the future of AI is like a barbell. We'll have a few LLMs from OpenAI and Anthropic on one side and millions of expert models on the other side, all powered by Magic. And many of the popular crypto XAI ideas around agents that make payments or Apple Intelligence for the masses is not possible without true expert models powered by private data. So the premise of our platform, as well as an AI native specific blockchain where on-chain data scores and transactions are recorded by the blockchain, and a platform native token is used to access the data sets. We have secured 34 LOIs from some great YC AI startups, and we have some great partnerships as well with different crypto AI startups in the ecosystem. And we recently also raised an oversubscribed round from some great VCs, including Delphi Ventures. And we'd love to keep the conversation going. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we are also excited about Magic as well, particularly what they're doing at the data layer in a really, really compelling way. We're going to go to our next pitch and then take a short break after that.
In 2023, DeepIn's total addressable market hit $2.2 trillion. Now it's on track for $3.5 trillion by 2028. Its 6 core categories, compute, wireless, energy, AI services, sensors, and service marketplaces, each approach trillion-dollar scales, but DeepIn's current $45 billion market cap lags far behind. The reason? Today's DeepIn networks are heavily centralized. They rely on off-chain orchestration and scheduling through AWS, and most connected devices lack the GPUs needed for larger AI models. These constraints all hold DeepIn back. Meet Periphery, the first vertically integrated AI infrastructure built to unleash DeepIn's full potential. Our stacks consist of 4 layers. An AI workflow suite where developers can train, fine-tune, and optimize models for edge-specific inference, making every device truly intelligent. An edge infrastructure layer, which enables these models to be infused with richer, context-aware capabilities. A unified device layer, which aggregates and balances load across multiple DeepIn networks, ensuring decentralized and efficient scaling. And an EVM-compatible blockchain, which enables in-contract inference so smart contracts can evolve and improve over time. Together, these layers replace today's fragmentation with a seamless, intelligent ecosystem. Periphery makes decentralized networks smarter, more scalable, and fully verifiable, unlocking the multi-trillion-dollar promise of DeepIn. Imagine optimizing supply and demand across all DeepIn platforms in real time in a decentralized way. Our unified device layer, integrated with partners like IO.net, Spheron, and Gradient Network, enables efficient resource sharing. Ritual will utilize this layer to power Infernet nodes. Meanwhile, our AI workflow suite helps Nillion deploy larger models by sharding them across secure enclaves for verifiable inference. Sentient, Zero Gravity, Open Gradient, Talus, and others leverage our compression stack to serve models more efficiently. These collaborations demonstrate early signs of product-market fit, establishing trust and momentum as we expand layer by layer with the top household names in crypto. Periphery's team brings deep technical and industry experience. Advait, our CEO, has 57 AI publications, is a former UCL lecturer, and recently lectured at the London Business School. Matthew, our CTO, has a PhD in computer science from Imperial College London, specializing in resource optimization. Kim, our CPO, is an Imperial Physics graduate and an early hire at Fidelity's blockchain team, also a veteran of low-latency financial systems. BC, our COO, is an Imperial alumnus with experience at Google, NVIDIA, and Activision Blizzard, now completing his MBA at MIT Sloan. We blend top-tier research, institutional rigor, and practical know-how to bring the future of AI to DeepIn. We're looking to raise a seed round of $3 million. We're currently over $2 million in follow-on interest this round. The funding will enable us to deliver the Periphery mainnet in 2025 and provide an operational runway of 24 months. The future is peripheral. History shows transformative technologies need enabling infrastructure. Electricity needed a grid. Steam engines required railways, and the internet demanded personal computers. For DeepIn to reshape our world, it needs its own catalyst. Periphery is that foundation, turning DeepIn from a fragmented ambition into a powerful, pervasive reality.
All right, folks. So you've heard from our first 4 teams, with Periphery Labs being the most recent one. And we're really excited about the unique piece of infrastructure they're building specifically for model compression, right? And quantization of large models and making them usable in everyday consumer devices. All right, folks, very excited about the remainder of this cohort. We're going to close out these demos.
Thanks a lot to Delphi and Near for hosting me today. I'm Chi, co-founder and CEO of Kite AI. Kite is building the coordination layer for community-built AI, enabling scalable access to data, models, and agents with robust ownership and promise. AI is projected to add $20 trillion to the global economy in 5 years, driving billions of specialized models and agent-driven applications. While GPU investment have substantially eased the compute bottleneck, high-quality data has become the next big major challenge. For example, GPT-4 trained on just 1 petabyte of data, while JP Morgan alone holds over 150 petabytes, highlighting untapped potential locked in non-public data silos across corporations and consumers. The challenge: centralized system, limited user control, and unclear ownership prevent fair compensation and hinder collaboration between AI builders and data creators. Kite AI solves this with a decentralized layer, enabling secure and scalable access to data, models, and agents. Using purpose-built identity and attribution mechanisms, we empower businesses and individuals to own, monetize, and collaborate in building AI together. Now, let's watch Kite AI in action.
Kite AI bridges the gap between data providers and AI builders, unlocking the potential of unique, high-quality datasets while ensuring security, transparency, and fair rewards. Why Kite AI? Traditional data marketplaces aren't enough. When data is sold, providers lose control. It can be resold or used without consent, diminishing its value and exclusivity. Providers also face undervaluation, as AI builders often profit far more from the data than its original price, leaving providers under-rewarded. And for builders, the lack of quality assurance creates hesitation, resulting in missed opportunities to collaborate. Kite AI changes this. We've redefined data collaboration with 2 flexible pricing mechanisms designed to protect both sides while enabling success. Revenue sharing lets data providers share access, not ownership. Developers can use the data without upfront fees, and both intellectual properties remain protected. No data or AI deliverables can be downloaded. When AI applications generate revenue, both sides share in the success. The one-time payment option allows developers to test data risk-free. Data stays secure throughout the process and cannot be resold. If the developer decides to publish, the data provider receives an upfront payment. Whether you're a data provider or an AI builder, Kite AI ensures security and fairness. Providers retain control over their data while opening new ways to monetize. Builders gain risk-free access to unique datasets, allowing them to create confidently and publish on terms that work for both parties. Kite AI also accelerates deployment and monetization. Builders can deploy models at scale, earning revenue through API calls or direct interactions via our user-friendly interface. Providers benefit from transparent ownership tracking with every claim and reward accounted for. Let's take a closer look at the product. Here, our query engine and AI lake come into play. It tracks data ownership with precision, ensuring both data providers and AI builders receive revenue at their claimed price. It also simplifies how builders interact with datasets, streamlining access and usage for seamless collaboration while it protects both data and AI deliverables, offering builders peace of mind. Kite AI isn't just a platform, it's a new ecosystem for AI collaboration. Data providers can securely monetize their resources and connect with innovative partners, while AI builders can access exclusive datasets, scale their creations, and monetize with ease. Together, we're soaring to new heights in the future of AI.
Our team brings deep AI and Web3 expertise. I completed my PhD in machine learning at UC Berkeley with over a decade of AI experience. My co-founder Scott, formerly Eng Committee Chair at Uber, designed AI and data infra at Uber and Salesforce. Lei, our business leader, was the head of BD at Near Foundation. Backed by top investors like General Catalyst and Samsung Next, we're raising the next round with strong commitments from existing investors like GC. We would love to connect with potential investors in the coming weeks. To learn more, follow us on X at GoKiteAI, visit our website gokite.ai, or scan the QR code. Thank you.
What a way to kick off our final 4 teams. Very excited about everything that is happening through Kite AI. They've built an incredible foundation of a great database and data indexing company in ZetaBlock, and now really taking that to the next level. So very excited about what they're building. We're going to keep things moving. We'll go to our final 3 teams and to our next demo.
My name is Yang Tang. I'm the CEO of QStar Labs. QStar Labs is an AI application company focused on building autonomous agents at scale. We are at the dawn of AI agents. 5 years from now, we'll see billions of agents transforming how we interact in this world. We're not watching this revolution, we're defining it. We have the platform, vision, team, and culture to be the leader in this space. Our influencer platform, Medica, is not just another AI tool. It's an intelligent ecosystem where personas learn, adapt, and grow. We first became obsessed with AI and machine learning in our careers on Wall Street. TradFi was the first place where AI was deployed at scale. The majority of capital markets trades electronically today, a testament to the power of AI. Over the past few years, we have seen an explosion in generative AI along with public interest. We formed QStar Labs to bring our knowledge and IP from financial markets into mass public adoption. Currently, AI influencers are painfully basic or very experimental. They're glorified GPT wrappers that lose their shine after a few interactions. While this is novel for many people that have never been exposed to AI, it certainly will not retain users. Our AI agent framework is very different, and we focus on 3 areas of breakthrough: personalized custom knowledge base, reinforcement learning engine, and proprietary agent rails. The first area of focus is the personalized knowledge graph. We start with seeding knowledge and persona in an easy-to-use, no-code required manner. This is built into a custom knowledge base using retrieval augmentation to generate a worldview and content strategy of each influencer. We link this to content generation to make short and long-form content, images, and videos. We have a number of tones tuned, and every piece of content generated is used for self-learning purposes, either through human-driven training or led into the wild to gather data. Our AI influencers have a wide range of capabilities, including chat, and can live on any platform. This process allows for vastly improved content creation and engagement process. The second area of focus for us is using reinforcement learning for strategic behavior. An influencer may have a goal of engagement or a CTA, and the content generation and actions performed should differ. This is the next level for agents, using reward functions to guide behavior and exploit data patterns towards a strategic goal. The last area of focus for us is the proprietary agent functionality rails. If you ask GPT what the price of Bitcoin is, it'll likely give you a random number pulled from somewhere. For an influencer to be useful and perform tasks, it needs to be domain aware. And this is the long-term power of our platform. Influencers evolving into autonomous AI agents. Starting with AI influencers as a fun and low-risk way for users to learn, engage, and grow with AI. An influencer can evolve into endless possibilities: analyst, trader, PM, advisor, to name a few. These functions are domain-specific and require proprietary training and rails. Many of these tasks are quite repetitive, and this is where applied AI adds an edge. We're focused on 3 initial areas: crypto, prediction markets, and financial markets. This is the domain expertise of our team, and all 3 are probabilistic returns on capital. Our go-to-market is to empower users to build their own influencers and then to launch a token to engage and build their community. Creating tokens further enhances participation experience of users and gives them ownership in their creation. Meanwhile, we get users comfortable with AI for more agentic functionality, build brand and mindshare, and collect personalized data. We have a number of KOLs working with us, helping guide the rollout. Key to our success is the experience and culture of our team. We have strong backgrounds in industry and academia. I have launched a quant firm using ML optimization to manage portfolios. Carlos previously ran the e-trading business at DB and BofA and launched a crypto trading firm. We have experience as entrepreneurs, building businesses within major organizations, and managing talent. Our AI bench is quite deep with over 40 years of combined experience in working with AI ML. Our chief researcher was a postdoc at CERN and led the quant team for liquid rates at DB. We have an experienced dev team with deep infra engineering experience and a number of candidates lined up ready to scale with us. We emphasize D and R&D in our culture, a winning mindset, and a cohesive team spirit. Our core team has a long and professional personal history together. We're currently raising our seed round ahead of a TG planned for early Q1 25. The AI revolution isn't coming, it's here. We're not participating, we're defining it. We have the vision, product, strategy, and most importantly, the team. Are you ready to shape the future with us? Thank you.
Well, with all the momentum around AI agents right now, we are very excited about QStar and all that's happening with them and the opportunity space there as well. So for sake of time, we're going to keep moving, but really appreciate QStar and the pitch there. So thank you.
My name is Lars. co-founder and CTO of a company called Almanak. And to start off this demo, I want to pull your attention to two trends that are currently happening. The first one is automation in financial markets. Now, this has been going on forever, but currently over 90% of all volume in financial markets is driven by automated strategies, software applications. It's not by humans. And the same is coming to decentralized finance. MEV bots, arbitrage bots, successful, profitable market making is today already all done by software applications. So that's trend number one. And then trend number two, you're all well aware of this, but for AI, I want to focus on the quantitative reasoning skills of AI. These are getting a lot better. There are specific benchmarks that track how good LLMs are at quantitative reasoning, and they're getting increasingly good. So these are two trends, and they come together to make something beautiful. There's something beautiful at the intersection of these two, and that is financial agents. So that's what I want to talk to you about today. So what are financial agents? There's a lot of agents out there, a lot of companies doing stuff with agents. So let's define and let's put the bar for what is an agent. So an agent is a software application that can extract information from a changing environment. Changing is important because markets change, new DEXs pop up. So it should be able to read from those. Is able to reason about the information that it finds. Obviously, this is in the context of its financial goal, which in most cases is to make money. It is able to discover patterns, learn those, and utilize them. And then finally, it can create and test and deploy strategies to capitalize on what it learns in the patterns that it finds. So essentially, they can do quant work. Now, how are they different from quants, and how will they augment quants? They can discover more opportunities than quants can. They don't sleep. They can take in as much information as they want at the same time. So that's a big difference. They can also come up with more strategies as these models are getting better. They're eventually going to surpass quants in how complex they can make them. They can capitalize faster on opportunities, so their cycles just faster because they're computers. And at the end of the day, they will also perform better than what quants can do. If you have these top three things going for you, you're going to be better off. So how will financial agents change the quant workflow? This is a very famous quant. You might recognize them. So how they work is they analyze the markets to try and hunt for alpha. They build a strategy. They test it to see if it actually works. They optimize it for the current market conditions, and then they deploy the strategy and monitor it, and then go back to the drawing board. Agents will come in and assist quants in all of these steps. So they'll be the co-pilot initially. Soon after that, as these models and the workflow gets better, the quant will actually be the co-pilot. So the agent will take over and do most of the work, and the quant will just verify it. And then finally, as the model gets so good, it's not going to take a quant to do the co-piloting anymore. It can be anyone, really. That's what Almanak is doing. We are facilitating this transition in the financial agent revolution, and specifically for DeFi. We've been doing so for the past 2 years. And we built a DeFi strategy automation platform. We're currently in closed alpha. We're going to release it in public beta next month. So very excited about that. And in Q1 2025, we will be releasing these quantitative reasoning models that will act as agents and can do all of this on your behalf and essentially manage and grow your wealth. I have a short demo that I want to show you of what our platform looks like. I know this is not enough to show you all of the capabilities that it has. We're super excited about launching this in the next month. So if you want to help out, please apply. I have a QR code that I can show you here. So if you're a strategist, sign up. If you're a DeFi builder, reach out to me. You can do that also using the QR code. And if you're an investor or you want to build with us, do the same. So thanks for your attention, and yeah, have a great one.